Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. They find some open field here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 14
They'll
yards.
take that 14 yards on play number 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
What's up?
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind
2
the
yards
line
the
of
loss,
scrimmage.
2nd and
It's a loss
12.
of 2.
The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
180. Cut.
Now gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
33. Yellow. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Needle blue.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Let's go. Check, huh?
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 32. Ready.
That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
2nd and 10.
Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set, hut, ready.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. A pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
3rd and 3.
Down. Hut.
Off the play fake, Love. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
McManus on for the Packer field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go. White 20.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
And 5.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
White 20. Turbo.
Goff now looking to throw. He is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
80. Turbo.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Go, Todd. 180. Value 3. Value 3.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That is caught by LaPorta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
That's good.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Hey, go, Todd. 180.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Play action. It's gone. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Following the interception, Love. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready. 50, green, 43, ready.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cut, black, 95.
On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. Yeah, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
180. Take it.
Hey, check motion, man.
What's that?
Put your hand.
Gone. This to Laporta, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gone. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Sloan. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 10 more there and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
180. We're good.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 10, 30, ready.
Throwing. Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A couple quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
10 flat. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Lions will take over.
39-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. Cut.
Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 5.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Goff now looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Love now. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Dark, 17.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play fake. Here's Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
50, green. Blue strikers. Steel, black.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Black 40.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll get this up near midfield, but then still a few yards shy of the first down. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I'd have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Like 20, now you won. Hardball. We go, 76, 76. What's up?
Gibbs straight ahead, running right through it. They'll take this to the 46. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. To throw is gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
20. Maverick. Blitz.
Now it's gone. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Packers 3. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a
10
shot.
yards on the pickup.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Set. 33. Check. Hut. Check.
Now Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Down. 60 red. Slide through. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
38.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Jenkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 52 yards rushing for him now, and that was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. 22 meter. Dog range. Ready?
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go. 10 black. Spike 60. 10.
1st down, right back to Jenkins. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Needle blue.
To throw now, here's Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Switch. 20.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8. Now gone. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
180!
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff finds Gibbs on a check down. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This one is complete to Jenkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Down. 45. Going to the rail. Yellow. Black Ultra.
Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Sticky, green. Steel, black. Hut.
A give. Here's Jenkins. Pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Here we slide through. Yellow, 22. Drill green. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ready, set.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready. Red, 38.
They'll run it with Judkins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Check.
Looking to throw. Love. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. Ready.
A run, it's Judkins. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 23. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Hut, hut.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Second and 5.
Ready, set.
Now it's Judkins. Calling the gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Set, ready.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready up. Let's go now. 45.
Back to throw. Love. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Oh, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Like 20!
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they work this out past the 25. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Back to throw, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 71 yards. And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Packers 10. Jack Fox.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4.
Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red. Hughes, yellow. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Golden. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
22 yards there, a 1st down.
The Packers.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Ready?
Love now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Down. 10 flat.
Throwing. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Yellow, 22.
And now Love's going to change things up.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A beautiful fake. And this will round up the Lions' 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Goff now looks to throw. He's got right on the short throw. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Black 20.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On the give, here's Gibbs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Yeah, that is certainly done good defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Well, this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Set, go. Hut.
Now Love. And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down. Alex Anzalone able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
41-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, kill kid. 14. 20.
Now it's gone. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set, hut. 10 flat.
Love. And that's caught by Williams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. Red, 38. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Love. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So the Lions, now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
14.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
180.
Here's Goff. locates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete. They completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Super one. Hey, shell.
To the air again. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
120. What's that?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Smith on the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Super one. We go.
Now it's gone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Off play action. Here's Goff. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. What can Love do in the OT? He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Lloyd. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Let's go now. 45, red, yellow. Set,
Working out of the gun. Love. It's complete to Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
25 more yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
ready.
On first down, it's a run with Ali. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Right, white, set, ready. 50, green. Huge, yellow. Cut, go.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Here we go. Black, 90, black ultra. Bang. Hut, hut, hut.
Glove. He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up third.
Whoa, he's going to change the play here.
Needle blue. Black shot. Set.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Come on.
The Packers will set up.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Lions, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.